Okay, watching practice tonight and also trying to adapt into a 1-3-1 with my team when we are on a line change primarily. That's a big concern for me, especially in the second period as we're playing on Olympic ice. I came up with this drill. So this primarily is a kind of an adaptation to my drill called Zipper. So the way it works is I'll have a puck here. I'll have 2D. Let's say they're the red D. So red D, and now I'll have just a red forward and a red forward. Okay. Now I'll have, let's say, blue D and blue D, and then I have three blue forwards in the circle. Okay. So on the whistle, I'm going to make these two D regroup. And what I'm asking my D to do now, especially as we get into playoffs and to generate more speed and create more time and space, is I'm asking them to use more double D to Ds. So this is a good opportunity for me to kind of dictate and say we're going to go double D to D. So I'm going to spot a puck here. Okay, whatever side I spot the puck, because we're going to go double D to D, the opposite winger is now going to swing. So both D are now from here going to come back. They're going to go D to D. So surround D to D. He's going to start coming up ice. He's going to swing underneath, transition back to my D, and now I'm going to have this guy slow swing low, pass it to him right here. Now this forward can use strong side guy, or he can just take it and gain the red line. Okay, these guys haven't moved yet because what these guys are doing is they're just waiting to break out against this. So I'm going double D to D. Red is doing a swing, hit him. Now Red is going to come in and he's going to dump it in. Okay, now my 2D that just did the transition, they're out. Okay, those guys are just going to stand here, D, D. Okay, these two red wingers, they're going to pressure this breakout against blue. So blue D are going to come back. They're going to break out with their line. So blue is breaking out against two guys pressuring red. Okay, the third guy in red, I'm going to have him come and just stand here and wait. So two red guys are pressuring against blue. Now, what we're asking blue to do is we're asking blue to break out against two and then gain the red line and put it in. Okay? What we are doing here is whoever puts it in becomes F1 in the 1-3-1. As they break out and come up ice, our D are going to go for a line change. Once the puck gets put in deep, the other two forwards are going to come for a line change. These two guys that pressure the breakout are now going to come back, and red will now break out versus the 1-3-1. So whoever dumped it in becomes my F1. He's going to come in. Okay, now I'm doing it a little bit differently where now I keep my guy in the middle instead of trying to push. The pushing just became a little bit too confusing and we weren't really having a lot of success. It was a little bit too much reading and reacting. So I'm just having him in the middle now. My two forwards that come out, okay, are now going to fill the middle lane and the far lane. And sorry, I draw it there. They got to get up ice. My D that comes out is going to fill the bench side, and then my second D that comes out is going to fill here. So now I have red breaking out against a line change of my 1-3-1. So red will break out here. Now, what I say is the neutral zone dictates who wins. If red can get through, they come and they attack, and these guys in the 1-3-1 will have to flip their sticks. If this 1-3-1 creates a turnover, they punch it back to this D, they regroup, they attack, and now red will have to play defensive zone coverage. And this works actually very, very, very well to work on going into the 1-3-1 from a line change because it simplifies, you break it out, whoever dumps it in comes in as a passive F1, and now we have our D as it's coming up ice. They want to change like we would in a game. D1 comes into the wall, D2 fills in behind, our two wingers come in, they go mid lane, far lane, and now we have our 1-3-1.